Hi there, it's been a bit since I've done a video. I've been super busy. Oop, forgot the glove on my other hand. Let's get that on real quick. Only half done today. All right, so I thought I'd do a pour that was inspired by a pour by Nicole Martin. I have mixed up 8 ounces of Craft Resin brand resin, their regular resin. I consider it a lower viscosity resin. I've got all my cups set out here. Let's go ahead and do these all lined up because it's the easiest way for me to do it. I just need a little in this one for the final push. That's maybe an ounce. And the rest I'm really going to try to divide fairly evenly. We'll see how I do. Sometimes my pour is off. Maybe a little more here. A little more here. I'm looking through the sides of the cups. I love these cups. If you haven't heard me say it before, because you can see through them. All right, so white, berry, 2 colors. All right, now let's get mixing. In my first cup, I'm using Wisteria from Octopus Fluids. It's a resin ink. I'm going to do 4 drops. Also, I should tell you that I painted the sides of the mold, this mold's from Julie Cuts, with a Resiner's Chameleon powder to add a little bit something fun to the edge. I haven't decided on the center yet because I'm going to see what these colors pour in like. So there's our Wisteria. Purple, you know I love purple. The next is the Sweet Cherry. I'm going to again go 4 drops. I might have got some crunchies from the bottle in there. Happens sometimes. I do try to open it off to the side so it doesn't happen, but my bottles are getting old. I'm going to need new ones soon. They're such a mess. You really have to watch the way you put on the lids with those too. Has anyone experienced that where you didn't put the lid on right and it came up out? I have. Maybe it's just me. All right. In this cup, it's my final push, and I think I'm going to go with just a drop of Wisteria. I just want it light, 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 but colored. Now, the thing I am doing different than Nicole's is I'm adding the berry from Art pigment drops, and I'm going to put 4 drops in here. If I'm getting low on these too. There we go, 4 drops. Let's give it a mix. Let's see how it looks. I do want it to be kind of heavy, so I might put 2 more drops in. We'll see how opaque it is. 2 more drops. Should have kept the bottle upside down. All right. 1, 2. All right, I'm gonna give it a mix up. I think that should be enough for what I'm trying to do. All right, next, I am using Cast and Craft, and I am not going to put a lot in here. I'm going to start out with 4 drops because I just want to get it to a very skim gray color. And sometimes I just put too many drops in. This way I can add more if I need to. You can't take away, so start low. Oh yeah, I'm glad I didn't put more in there because I think I'm right at the gray color that I want. So you can see it wasn't very much that I added to get here. All right, now I'm gonna stand up because it makes it easier to do the pour. First thing I'm gonna do is pour some of my purple into the center. I wanna cover the bottom maybe one more purple to get me to where I want to be. I also didn't clean up the mold, so it's got some of the chameleon powder in the bottom of it. All right, so actually let me do white first. I'm going to be doing this from the cup. I'm generally not great at it. Now, Nicole does M's. For whatever reason, I have the worst time. Maybe if I start from this side and visualize it better. But yeah, look at me. I'm a hot mess. So normally I would use a piping bag because she does it so great. I'm going to link her video. Please watch it and go, yeah, Christine, that's a mess. All right, I'm going to do the same thing, the same mess with my berry on top of it. Maybe I'm doing a little bit better with the berry. Go a little bit in the center. All right, now I'm going to do another push into the center. Let's actually use all of this because I have that other one. And then a little of this. Oh, I see in there my chunky little piece. Let's see if I can get that out without. Woohoo, I got it. I got it. All right, back to the white. I'm going to do M's again at the edge. Or let's just do zigzags. Maybe if I picture zigzags in my head, that'll be better. I don't know. Definitely is not as good as hers. That's okay. I'm going to go in a little. Spending a little bit more time on the inside. Then berry again. Same thing. Hopefully doing it in some sort of nice thing. I do better with the spirals. But basically, I'm just making a mess. All right. So now I'm going to do my sweet cherry again. I'm going to do one more round with the white, but I'm going to be focusing not on the edge because I've got 2 layers there. I'm going to focus on the center. All right, that's it. There. And then we're going to do our berry, same thing. Going a little bit further with the berry to the outside. All right, the berry. And then I'm going to do a tiny push. And now I see a lot of pink. We're going pink center. I think this is a pinkish purple. It should work well. Pop a little of that into the center. See how I did? A little too high. Might have been off with that center, but that's okay. All right, so that's all done. I'm going to give it about 10 minutes. Let the bubbles move to the center. I don't want to put the torch anywhere near the edge. Give it a shot. And that's about it. I'm just going to wait and reduce bubbles, and then we'll be back when it's time to unmold. Hopefully we get something cool. All right, we're back. I'm a little early. It's still a little soft, but want to know how it came out. I don't see a lot of cells on the back, so I'm not really sure. But you never know. Maybe I got lucky and we got something out of it. Something cool. All right. It is the moment of truth. Oh, wow. Check that out. It worked. The cells are huge, but oh, I really, really like it. I like that I've got lighter colors and darker colors. Oh, I think that came out cool. And I love the rose edge. That is super cool. Thanks for watching.